brown, and it's going to be hard to see.
Cool.
But
it's all part of the fun.
Yeah, and it's in the wish list too as well. Very weird sea cucumber.
Sounds like they should have slurped it.
Yeah, but they wouldn't know, I think. Remember, that watch has got Andrea and Emil.
Right.
Oh, look at this guy, purple sea cucumber.
Where? Oh.
Oh.
Wow, that's funny. It was right below my monitor.
That
I
looks
couldn't
red
see it at
to
all.
me.
It's actually red, it's not purple.
Okay, zoom in on the purple sea cucumber, please.
Oh, red. With another...
I don't suppose we
rhinoid?
could hold for a second, could we? Now that's too big to slurp, or it is?
Come out a little bit, Aaron. Yeah, he's too big to slurp, but we can sample him in other ways.
He may be really gelatinous is the only thing. Give me 1 second to try to, can you hold just for a second?
Sure, come wide, please.
I think this
I'm going to get set up for sampling just in case.
Sure.
Okay, come full extra super wide.
Okay. Yeah, so this is a questionable one. We think it could be in the genus Paleopatides, but we're not sure. But we do think it's in the family Synallactidae. I think this would be a good collection, and he might swim. So.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
What is happening with this thing? Hopefully I don't get pulled off. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that's very springy. No, we'll put a knife there. Okay, we'll do some preparation here. I'm not going to be slurping, but I am going to be slurping. This is going to be my soft grabber. All right, can you spin your head around, please? All the way to starboard. Okay, slurp 40, 50%, please.
Idea here is to use this.
Maybe like more percent? I don't know, 80, 70?
More percent, like that.
Yeah.
That's 80.
Approximately. Why can't I? What is happening here?
Think it'd fit?
You're just trying to attach him to the mouth, right, to lift him into a box.
Oh, I see.
This is a pretty cool technique that I've seen before, and Trevor knows all the tricks.
Can you be standby for opening that forward box?
Roger.
I wanna leave it till last minute because of that sponge.
Right.
It's also really nice that this is durable enough for this.
Okay, open it up.
This is a very good collection. These sea cucumbers, we just haven't collected enough of them.
Okay, stop there,
so
and then stop the suction, please.
majority of them are very unknown.
Suction is off.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Is that going with the glass sponge?
Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead. Thanks.
Oh.
I think we're going to be able to
Just
tell
in
them
time, I'm
apart.
getting pulled off now.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the sea cucumber is not going to eat the sponge?
No, they wouldn't eat sponges. They're interested in
Get out of here.
sort of the stuff on the surface, you know, that
Okay, I can move the ship now.
with organic matter.
Oh.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, take your time.
140.
Nice job, Trevor.
All right.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, thanks. Good co-piloting there, Antonella.
Yeah, both of
you
you
can bring your
team
heading
effort,
around.
I realize. Okay, so Kainalo, I think we ought to go with this as a tentative for it till we know more about it. So.
All right.
Got it,
Hang
thank you.
on.
And I think we're wrong on this because it didn't really attempt to swim at all. I think you would have seen it trying to swim away, so I doubt if it's Paleopatides, it's something else.
Yeah, it seemed pretty chill with the whole experience.
Yeah, and Paleopatides is a swimmer, and he would not have responded like that, just laying, not trying to get away.
Escape artist.
So that's a good one. That could be quite a valuable sample.
Here's hoping.
So Trevor and Chris, did you guys notice something white when we started our watch today?
Sediment.
At the
Yeah.
You took the words right out of my mouth. There was, oh,
apparently,
I know
apparently
what
they
it was.
mentioned it.
I know exactly what they're talking about, and I didn't have my headphones on. They zoomed it, and I still didn't quite. I think it was some type of an urchin.
Oh,
I'm not positive.
Zoom in,
But
please.
We were off and away already by the time, we got started. Wow.
Nice. Good
There's something
eyes.
white right now.
Oh, it's a bamboo. It's a bamboo coral. How about that?
with the shrimp.
Yeah, with the shrimp. That's
How about it?
fair amount of the branch has been cleaned off of tissue.
Yeah,
So.
just the bottoms though.
Yeah, just the bottoms. I don't know
Okay,
what
come
would have
wide,
done
please.
that. Yeah,
Looks like they're starting to move now.
thank you. Masako is extremely impressed with your collection of that sea cucumber, Trevor, by the way.
Great.
She's never seen a collection like that before. So
I've seen people do that with like a real vacuum on the surface with like, you put I don't know, some kind of mesh over the end of the vacuum and you can use it to pick things up.
yeah, it's a valuable technique. Doesn't work on everything, but it sure worked on that guy.
Yeah, it's got to make a seal. You couldn't do that with I don't know. I don't think it would work for a sponge. It would just start filtering.
Right, I think so too.
It's like force feeding a sponge.
I like that. I like that idea. How to feed your pet sponge. Just put the end of the vacuum cleaner on it. Turbo feeding.
Yeah.
So a viewer is wondering if the change in pressure changes the specimen like the cucumber in any way when it comes up to the surface.
We'll find out, because I'll tell you, we collected a cucumber the other day in a jar, and when
There's
it came
something
up,
in the middle.
Yeah, it's another bamboo coral, I think.
I don't see it.
I saw it a moment ago. I think
Like
it was
30 centimeters above the lasers, right
Oh, I see
straight.
it. I see it. Incredible.
That rock looks like a nose.
Okay, zoom in, please.
Yeah, this is another bamboo coral.
Unbranched.
Yeah.
Do you see any nodes?
Maybe down in that place right at the base.
Yeah.
Where it does
Oh,
one.
yeah, okay, okay.
There's two of them right above the stalk, maybe,
Right,
or the
yeah.
attachment. Faint nodes.
Okay, thanks, Kamad.
I just don't know these guys well enough to recommend collecting on them because they're so similar. Only specialists really know which of these have been collected before. That's the problem with them. Such as Scott France or Les Watling or some of the people that work on these groups.
So we fell off pretty hard for like 60 meters, so we're just starting to pick up forward momentum again.
But it got us that cucumber, so
We got a cucumber out of it.
I think Martina knew where that cucumber was going to be, and just like, let's go get that. Good work.
I think you really want to go the opposite way.
Yeah, I hear you wanting to go east. There's a cucumber west. We'll go that way. Chief mate is one with the ocean.
Stuck crinoid.
There's a yellow one.
Yeah, let's take a look at this guy.
You betcha. Whoop. Okay, zoom in, please.
Looking at a living fossil. So we haven't seen, if you can zoom on right below where the arms are coming off, that
Possibly.
would be
Oh,
helpful.
I'm landed. All right. Yeah.
So this is in, I think, in the family Hyocrinidae, because of the yellow, and they tend to have sort of 5 arms. And I'm looking for discs that are right below the arms.
Whoops.
Which is, I think it, is that
Oh, there's a
one?
little
Is there one
appendage.
there?
Yeah. Just, I don't know if there's something sticking out
It's
from the
either a
stalk.
creature that's on
Almost
it,
looks
or
barnacle-like.
yeah, I'm not sure
Okay, zoom
those
more,
are the
please.
discs that I'm talking about. No, they're not. But
There's a
pretty
sly
sure
in that view.
it's a beautiful image of these things. So thank you very much
thanks.
for that. This is one that shows all of the arms out on it.
Got it. Thank you.
A viewer is saying, in my next life, I would like to reincarnate as a deep sea sponge and first discovered by Professor Kelly.
Thank you.
Say somebody's seeking extra credit there.
So you want me to request that the ROV pilot collect you then too, and
Kinda
bring
snip
to
you
the
up a bit?
surface? Yes. Thank you very much. I know what you meant, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
And another viewer is wondering if anybody listens to music while doing this. I guess we'll start with our ROV pilots.
So that's why you're sometimes unresponsive.
are you talking about?
Okay.
Oh, they're not answering. Trevor and Antonella
Yeah.
are not answering.
Oh,
They're very focused.
yeah, there's an animal right here.
The only speakers in this room are in the headsets and for the VHF radio. So if you walk into this control van, come in behind us, you can hear everybody talking to each other, and you won't hear any music.
Yeah.
Go ahead, zoom in, please.
Music would not be conducive
No.
to doing this. So this is Americana.
That looks new.
It's Heteropathes Americana, I think, but it's a black coral. It's a really cool black coral.
That is unique.
Look
We haven't
around
seen
it.
that before.
Very unique. We have not seen that before, but we know what it is. So it's not a collection, but it's a beautiful
gorgeous.
animal.
Yeah.
And it is Heteropathes CF Americana. Right, it was right, Heteropathes, because it has a couple different types of arms and polyp structures, so that's beautiful. I was really thrilled the first time I saw one of these things.
Yeah,
And
it's beautiful
I was
coral.
kind of disappointed when it was a known species before. Like,
I know.
Oh, whoa, look at this, it's great. Oh, it's already known.
Yeah, good thing you don't have me in charge of collecting that.
Well, we have grabbed one of these. It was elsewhere, I think, not in the monument.
Thanks.
Things are definitely picking up. We are starting to see some interesting animals.
Mm-hmm. Keep going, keep going.
Where are we going? Keep going where?
Is there something down here, or am I, is that just a mirage?
We can look at this rock if you'd like.
Mirage.
It's a
rock.
mirage.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to prove I'm blind.
We got time. Go ahead, zoom on that rock.
Oh, jeez.
You were talking about the rock, right, Chris? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, no, that was Andy. He was.
Andy,
It
good
was me.
Good looking rock, Andy. I like that rock.
Yeah.
It's you know, good call.
I mean, it's got a nice
Yeah,
structure to it.
this is what you're really looking at, these two squishies. Go ahead and zoom on these two things.
Uh-huh.
There is something right there.
Yeah. There's an anemone
that's it.
Another
and a
crinoid,
crinoid.
and right below it.
Oh,
Yeah,
driving
Is that a sea urchin?
Is that a,
Pinkish?
no, is that a hard coral? That could be a cup coral.
Get it.
Decide fast if you want me to get it.
I'm just kidding.
Come wide, please. Sorry.
No, thank you.
That's a cup coral?
Yeah, well, I wasn't positive.
Okay, you can zoom in again.
And that's really what I was
Let's
looking
see.
at, not the rock.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's closing up like a cup coral. What do you think you could slurp it or something?
Maybe as long as you decide and tell
Let's
me
head
yes
it.
right
Okay,
now.
yes.
Okay, come wide, please.
It's kind of deep for cup corals.
Was there a
It's
sea star somewhere?
There's a crinoid that's up on the ledge.
This gonna work? Nope, not like that.
I'm trying to think of what the deepest cup coral been. It seems, I may be mistaken, I don't know them very well, but this seems really deep.
How do you differentiate cup corals from anemones? They often look so similar.
Why is it in that? What happened there?
One starts with A and one starts
Spring.
with C.
Uh-huh. I got that part.
That was a wise guy.
That
response.
was.
Sorry.
You're waking up.
I am so.
Okay.
I think the way the tentacles closed up on that indicates that there's actual septa, that the tentacles are folding between.
yes,
whereas
dry
an
fiber is
anemone would
open.
fold up into kind of a little hole, completely fold up in.
Oh.
That one didn't, and that's why.
All right, Aaron, zoom in, please.
Hmm.
Okay, we can do, I don't know, 40%?
Okay.
Pick
This
those
may
numbers out
not
of thin
work
air.
because it could be pretty
40.
attached, so I thought it was worth it. He may be able to knock it slightly.
Hello? Hello? Come on.
Hi, Trevor. We're giving her all she got.
Maybe 80%? Come on, you little rascal.
Yeah, he's.
All right.
That was the other thing I
80%?
was wondering about, how
It's
secure he
embedded in
was
the
on
sediment.
Well, no, he's attached. He's glued to the rock.
What kind of glue do they use? Is it Elmer's or is it?
No carbonate glue.
Okay. Come full wide, please.
Uh-oh. Trevor's getting
He's
challenged.
gonna try the other side. You know, Steve Oskovich would know more about these guys than I do. I think it's pretty deep for cup corals.
I gotta get it by the hockey pucks. So I have some more scrape action.
You know, that.
Do you want to see the
I'm gonna
porch?
check the cup
That's right.
coral.
Silly
Right
little
here.
scoop, go away, scoop. Sure, good enough. Okay, zoom in, please. Did I get it already? Yep. Okay, zoom out.
Nice.
Did you get it? Wow. Okay.
That's
Magic of
something.
movie magic.
Yeah, that
That's
or
fine. That's just my.
there we go. It's woo. White out.
Oh,
Sorry.
There.
oh, there he is.
Nice.
So that is an unusual cup coral. Yeah, it is. That's another very good collection.
Okay, we can get the ship moving. Bonk. You can come up on Delta, please.
Roger.
That was sample 141.
Sorry, data.
Oh.
Could tell when I pause that I need help.
They're good.
You keep coming up. I'm wearing Argus like a backpack right now.
So my best guess would
Bonk.
be
Oh yeah.
maybe a caryophilid. It could be something
Sorry.
like that.
And look, the picture almost looks the same. Got a crinoid and a
And as you can see, we have
coral.
it identified only the family.
Thank you,
So-
Chris.
Something
Okay.
like that. It didn't have a stalk on it, so.
So what were the earliest ROV dives on seamounts? Chris?
Look at that, eh?
I
10
would
meters
not know.
from the wall.
Yeah, I mean,
How do you feel about that?
80s
Love
or
it.
90s?
70s or 80s maybe.
70s or 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Really hasn't been very long. We've been
No.
It's
able to look
retreating.
at these
Oh, bonk.
places.
Would you stop bonking, Trev?
Little bamboo coral.
Did you want this somewhere?
Sure, thanks.
Substrate's more interesting now. We're getting a little
man,
more
I like look
topographic.
away for a
really.
second.
Little pillow lavas. And, but it's a dead sponge skeleton.
It's the stalk of a.
Stalk. Yep.
But-
That means there's something.
Well,
Something
it's
here.
It's looking up. Oftentimes, if
Move it on up.
if you notice that when we start to get more relief,
CQ
then
can
we
Argus
see
view.
more animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I hurried so that we could go the other way.
We're also kind of wrapping around. What are we? This is the southwest side of the seamount. Is that what we're on?
No, we're right smack on the center of the ridge, according to HIPAC.
Any more questions, Aphrodita?
Oh, excuse me.
No.
We've got something here,
Oh.
didn't it?
Something.
Or am I just seeing things again? I'm seeing things
No, I
again.
think you're right. I think there's something there.
No,
Zoom in, please.
These are sand channels. God darn
Where
it.
was it?
No,
Oh,
it's not
It's
there.
not there.
And
No.
I'm not going to lie and say I saw the crinoid. That wasn't what I was looking at. I'd like to use that as an excuse. I know we got to identify potential targets very quickly. That's why I'm kind of doing some false alarms here. Just to try to give the front row enough heads up.
So when does this weather system come in? Later on in the week, huh?
Yeah.
Seeing social media blow up about that. The surfers are all excited. It's a epic wave event from what they've been saying.
Yeah, well, it's not an epic ROV event. It's a
Definitely
ship
not.
Ship event. In fact, that's why we're picking up the pace on these dives quite a bit to try to get them in before that happens.
ROV don't surf.
So our dive will end at noon, right? Our dive will end at noon?
Yeah, but we're trying to schedule them very quickly, one right after the other, to try to get each of these seamounts before we have to bolt out of here with our tails between our legs.
Into the maelstrom. It's it's pretty hard to launch the ROV when the ship is heaving up and down, or launch or retrieve the ROV. That's having an interesting.
I heard we may be looking at 12 plus feet
Yeah.
up here, and that's going to be uncomfortable for everything.
Yeah,
Zoom
it
in.
makes it hard to eat.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about any type of activity.
That's true, that too. Nope.
Star.
So little star.
Star of the show.
next?
Okay, thanks.
What's next to it?
We've had a couple 5-meter heaves. That's not equivalent to swell, but that's heave of the transom anyway.
Is that this morning, you mean?
Yeah.
Really?
You can see that on the
two-
change in Argus altitude, because Argus is directly connected to the transom.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, again, that's exaggerated.
Oh,
It's
little
not the...
bath of black coral or bamboo coral. Center and left of
Yeah.
center.
And tunicate coming into view any second. Tunicate.
Oh yeah.
Two tunicate. Zoom in, please.
Ooh,
Yeah, we
very
could zoom in
nice.
on it. So they all seem to have this one
Yeah.
little brittle star.
Isn't that amazing?
Not that one on the right.
Yeah, the little ones don't, but the bigger ones.
It's a brittle star with a balloon.
All right,
They're
thanks.
just the coolest things. And this, believe it or not, is a fairly advanced animal. Tunicates that's more closely related to us than a
Yeah,
lot of things.
Then
that's
more,
wild.
more closely related to us than what?
Well, it's in the chordata, the phylum chordata, which we are as well. So it's not more close. I mean, it's more closely related to us than it is to urchins and sea stars and crinoids and all of that.
What?
Yeah, pretty
That's
weird, isn't it?
Absurd. Crazy.
There is another tunicate right there, almost at the bottom left.
Ooh, big dead sponge.
Has a digestive system.
Does it really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Has a oral siphon, brachial basket,
Oh,
Was not dead
look
at all.
digestive
this.
system. Yes!
Sponges.
Sponges!
All right, now Andy, you ought to know the sponge. I'm gonna
Oh,
test you
jeez.
here.
Can I just get excited
Well,
and leave
you-
it at that?
Stock
And
Okay.
it's
tunicate.
days
All right,
since
all
we
right,
saw
all
the
right. This is like the ET sponge kind.
Oh,
It's not Caliphacus?
you know what? You're gonna go down 1 year in school. I'm
Okay,
gonna
zoom in.
repeat.
If
that
you
a
see
roll?
No
it,
way. I
and if
don't
not, then
function
fine too.
before 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Girl, isn't it dying?
it's inserting on the concave surface, which means
Which means it's a mushroom sponge.
no, it's Caulophacus.
Oh, this is the grumpy face sponge.
And this
I
is
did say
actually
Caulophacus.
it's actually a small version of those super tall monstrous things.
Yes.
See the lumpiness.
Huge.
This is what they kind of start out looking like.
Cool.
This one's got a smaller stalk. I don't know if it's just occurrence or something will change stalk height. But
I'm gonna. Well, that stem looks very mushroom-like.
yeah, beautiful animals.
Look at
Yeah,
the
looks like
veins
a
on
mushroom.
where the stalk meets the sponge part.
Yeah, these are all spicules. All those fibers in there, these are the silica, the glass microscopic parts that give it structure and support. There's all different
Who's
types
in there?
of these.
Who's inside there? Up top.
Up top. Oh,
Keep going.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
So these large thread-like things would be called megasclairs, and there's little shrimp. These are the
shrimp.
Those are gorgeous.
I thought there was one more down low here. Let's see if I can find him too. Keep going.
There's a couple things down in there. They're running
Oh,
away.
he's
from
hiding.
you.
You see his antenna?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Hi, howdy, neighbor. Okay, come wide, or I'll let it leave frame.
So I'll pose a question to you and the viewers. So
Thanks.
that's the first one of these we've seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we always see them with these shrimp. So how does that happen? I mean, can you envision those little shrimp wandering around for miles and miles and miles until they finally find one of these so they can live on it?
Yeah.
I don't think it works that way.
I don't think so
there's
either.
some type of coordination event.
Uh-huh.
that-
There has to be.
There
I mean,
has to be, because you almost always see them with the sponge.
mm-hmm.
You don't see those little shrimp wandering around on the bottom trying to find a sponge.
I wonder if the sponges, I wonder if the shrimp have some role in cleaning out, larger debris
Not
from
really.
the sponge filtering, like that might clog it, like
Maybe.
they're
Yeah,
helping to improve the filtering of the, it's another tunicate too. There's a tunicate and
What are you circling back there?
south, below, bottom left.
Bottom left? Oh, I thought I
Or
saw.
sorry, bottom, straight down, straight bottom.
Oh, I could have sworn it was top right. The circle?
It was.
Okay.
Oh, just a crinoid.
There's the crinoid and
It was
tunicate.
probably another one of those wispy bamboo corals.
Oh, I see it there, yeah. Andy, you're gaslighting me there.
We could zoom this crinoid if you want to.
Sure.
I'm not sure it is a crinoid, actually. It could be a sea star.
Okay, zoom in, please.
That's a crinoid.
Crinoid.
So, let's see. Yeah. I guess it's in that group Antenodontidae or
Okay, come on.
maybe not. Better just leave it as comatulid. Colored thing was another stuck
More
tunicate.
tunicates.
And the thing I was looking at is right there.
Oh yeah, nice eyes. Branched, black branched bamboo.
Okay, zoom in on the bamboo, please.
Where's Scott France when you need him? Because I just don't know him well enough to know whether this one's...
It's got nodes.
Yeah, well, it's bamboo for sure, but whether or not it's been sampled before, if it's a known species, I just don't know.
All right, come wide, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So back to our tunicate discussion. They even have reproductive systems, ovaries and
Really? Aren't they like a clear animal that you can see all their innards?
heart.
Well, I mean, you know the story of the invisible man, right? That didn't make any sense. That was a stupid joke. So.
Yeah, they have a rather complex.
Do they have a nervous system?
They have a rudimentary nervous system, I believe.
Like, tell me I'm wrong, but I think clams do not have a central nervous system, like bivalves. But this guy's a stock tunicate would.
This is more advanced than a clam.
Cool.
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
It is. It looks so basic.
I know.
All the organs are at the bottom, close to the base, the heart.
Okay. The top part's just the food getter.
Yeah, what you're seeing is mostly the siphon and the two different siphons.
Okay. Fascinating.
So going back to how the shrimp find its place in the Caulophecus, a couple of viewers are suggesting that maybe they can smell the Caulophecus, or the shrimp lay its eggs on the Caulophecus and just grows,
and I think
develops in there.
I think those are great suggestions.
Nice looking pattern.
Chemosensory. So if the shrimp is in the water column, a larval phase, and it's able to chemically recognize that sponge, that would be one way. So they're not walking around, wandering forever trying to find their sponge.
They're just doing their thing.
They're just floating around in the water, and then they're able to chemically detect the sponge, and so they'll settle out and start maturing and growing up on that sponge. So it's a good suggestion. Thank the viewer for that. And then also even the egg one too is also a very reasonable suggestion, because we just see too much of this. We see certain types of corals that have very specific types of squat lobsters. I mean, how does that happen? So if they're able to recognize very distinct chemical signatures from the animal they want to be associated with, then they could identify them, and they just sort of drift along until they find one of these, and they will not settle until they get that correct chemical message.
Yeah, like the tunicates and the brittle stars that we keep seeing together, right?
No, I saw it downstairs. Yeah, just got it.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not warm over there.
Another viewer is asking, do we know how the sponges find places to anchor?
No, and I think there's some mistakes that they make. Some sponges that are sort of massive sponges, they'll settle out on too small of a rock, and they can get blown over as they grow. But yeah, there's so many mysteries down there, you know, how they make they don't make a decision because they don't have a brain, as we already talked about, but what cues the larvae use to determine where to settle is a mystery.
There's another coral there in the center.
Yeah, another one of these leggy bamboo corals right over the lasers.
Okay, zoom in, please.
Okay, it's got clear polyps, which means it doesn't have a tremendous number of sclerites in the stalk. Steve Uskovitz, help me out here. I think he might actually be sleeping because everybody had a late night last night.
Okay, come wide, please.
Yeah, thank you. That was a good view of that. So that's very helpful.
And Connor is asking, how do the chrysogorgidids get their squat lobster? And how do the bubblegum get their snake?
Yeah, well, that's what we were sort of talking about. Maybe there's a chemical detection of between, of those particular animals for a specific type of coral, because I don't know, honestly. But I find that just a sort of a fascinating aspect of these associations that we see down here in the deep water. Yeah, so that bamboo coral could have been in the declade, is what they call it. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know them very well. The D1 clade, for example, has very clear stalks on the polyps. I'm showing Aphrodite right now a picture. It's best guess I could come up with.
Okay, thank you. And another viewer is asking, why are vertebrates less common at this depth?
There's not a whole lot of food for things like fish to feed on here. It's been pretty sparse. There are some very big sharks down here that are called sleeper sharks. They're usually out on the sediment in the abyssal seafloor, scavengers. We're not seeing a whole lot of the cutthroat eels down here. Yeah, I think it's food related and also it's pressure related. There's some boundaries that we don't understand yet associated with depth that restricts certain groups of animals to where they can survive. There's something red down there.
Red thing. Let's look at the red thing.
Yeah, right down in there somewhere. Is it just a shrimp? Was it moving? Because I don't see it.
Where are you?
Yeah,
I think it could have been. Maybe he's under that ledge. If that's a ledge, I don't know.
We could pretend that you were talking about this this guy.
Which? Okay, I'll pretend. Yeah, that's it.
there you go. That's
so
it.
this is a Brazilian, I think,
please.
but if we could get a zoom, yeah. Can you zoom in tighter near the disc? Thank you. So yes, this is a Brazingid, and what I'm looking at is you see those kind of ridges on the arms that sort of little rows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a character of the Brazingids, if I'm not mistaken. They also tend to have a very tiny central disc, which this one does. It's got 8 arms. At least it's in the order Brazingida, and
I'm gonna go up to the right there.
Oh, you can see those little suction discs at the end of the Each of the
Thank you very much.
segments.
That was a really nice view. We might have a chance of figuring that one out.
Bonk. Not every day you get an Argus bonk.
No.
Could even be.
The viewer is wondering how would a whale fall change this environment in the short and long run?
A whale
Thank
fall
you.
would have a pretty dramatic change right around where the whale wound up. Suddenly you're going to see a lot of creatures that we're not seeing that are whooping it up and high-fiving each other because they found the bounty of a lifetime.
It would also change the scientists in the van.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll be whooping it up too.
Yeah, that would be an absolutely enormous source of organic material that animals would flock to.
Even way more than that cool whale fall they found
Let's look at that
off
thing you circled.
Monterey, because there's so fewer nutrients out here. So much fewer nutrients. Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, zoom in, please.
So I think this is the one that we collected.
Oh, neat.
And
He
really,
escaped?
Yeah, really, he didn't escape. No,
Oh.
and he didn't resettle here. He's another one. That one was Tom, and this is Tim.
Oh, Tim Tom.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
His little mouth in the middle there.
yeah, very beautiful. I don't even think we go further than an enemy on these things. So collecting one of those, which is what we did earlier, was really valuable.
Great.
Yeah, so I'm looking at our picture of it, and an enemy.
Anemone.
That is it. There's I
Sea
think
star.
we've seen those before.
Zoom in, please.
Feather star or sea star? Sea star.
It's a sea star.
I'm looking at this.
Oh,
We've seen stars, but have we seen this?
you mean a dead stalk?
Dead stock.
Oh,
No, we haven't
that's-
seen it. But what's
that's
the red thing?
majestic.
Excuse me, it could be a tubularid hydrozoan. It is.
Nice. Whoa.
Tubularid hydrozoan.
Bonk.
These are really beautiful if you can get a good image of it. There's even
Yeah.
a
Zoom in
sponge
a little more.
growing on this thing.
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
I know.
Oh, Aaron.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, we could get closer.
I was wondering that. Can Hercules get closer?
come wide, please.
You?
Me work for it? I don't want others to work for it.
Kind of interesting.
That's really small. Wow, okay. Go ahead, zoom.
These are really beautiful flower-like. These are it's a hydrozoan. It's in the family Tubularidae, I think is the name.
Is that full zoom now?
Yep.
Raj.
So the hydrozoan is growing on the coral,
Yeah, it's on a dead coral stalk there.
and the sponge is also growing on the coral.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Bad decision, man. What's the little darker gray stalked thing above the orange one?
Could be a tube. Oh, it's a tube worm. It's a,
I was wondering that.
yeah,
Tube
it is. Well, look at this. Everybody is kind of all jumping on this dead stalk.
Okay, come wide, please.
Yeah, thank you. That was very valuable, seeing some more animals. And there's something to the upper right, if you'll, above the sea star. See that thing?
Oh, yeah. We
Chrysogorgidae.
can do a quick snap in on there.
It's
Go ahead,
gonna
zoom,
be a
please.
black coral, I think.
Oh, black coral, right? Yes.
That one's got the
Okay, so-
branching branches.
Yeah, I'm looking for these branches here.
Okay, come wide, please. Sorry.
That's okay.
go.
I think I didn't see any secondaries on that either, and so I think we'll
Sponge.
go with Bathopathes. Question one, no,
There's another
tunicate.
sponge.
This is one of those Culeolus tunicates again.
That's pretty cool topography.
All right, well,
Yeah.
things are picking up.
Yes, sir.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. What's this dark thing?
Rock.
Rock.
Shadows.
Cucumber.
Cuke.
Cuke.
Oh,
It is
big
a cuke.
cucumber.
There it
Oh
is
my
red.
goodness.
That's
Thought I
a
was
beast.
Thought I was going to get him back. I thought he'd image the rock like I did or call it a rock.
Zoom in, please.
That is a large cucumber. Where's the lasers? Put the lasers on that sucker.
Yeah, it's like 7 centimeters across.
Yeah.
What color is that?
30 centimeters long. Deep sea scarlet.
Good. I like that. All right, I got to keep moving though. Sorry.
Crayola,
Oh,
are you
thank
listening?
That's great. Want to paint one of your bedrooms that color?
Uh-huh.
I would.
Deep sea
Oh my
scarlet
gosh.
cucumber.
And you're going to wake up to that color? Is that what you're going to do?
That color would scar me. As
Would
for
scar
a
you.
bedroom.
You got to do the accent wall. You can't do the whole thing.
Bridge nav,
Okay,
20
so
meters.
best guess is
090.
Galatheria. How about
That would be a
that?
great color for a statement door on the front of your entrance.
Statement.
Got it. Thank you, Chris.
Or your car. Ooh,
Or your
isn't that a
car.
sea
Oh,
star.
that would be a cool car.
Oh man, if I ever have to change a door on my car and it doesn't match, I'm going to call it a statement door.
God.
I've never heard that joke before.
It's another
Would you call
crinoid.
it an accent door, maybe?
Accent, sure, absolutely, yeah. Accent panels. Yeah.
You know what I think? I think you ought to get that stuff that makes it look like a Woody. You know, the old Woodies? You get that sort of plastic screening you attach right to your door.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, do that on a Tesla. That would be really cool, I think.
Fake wood paneling.
Yeah, fake wood paneling.
Just cover my car in Woodies.
What were they thinking back then that a Woody was a nice look for a
What
car?
were
Thank God.
Thank you. Let's zoom in on this thing.
Mm.
Oh,
Black coral.
okay. No, yeah, if we could zoom up a little bit. So this may be what Tina was talking about.
Oh,
Looks
that's
more like
an
Staropathes.
orange. And it's pretty orange too.
Yeah, it is. I'm buying this. I think Tina's right. There was one of those that was Staropathes, and I think this is it.
All
Way
right,
to
I
go,
can do
Tina.
one more zip along here. And we can be slow again.
Oh, Scott's on. Way to go, Scott. Oh, man, buddy, you were a little bit. Maybe we'll see some more of these Keratoicidinae that I just didn't know well enough to grab a piece for you. So I'm glad you're on. They're very leggy. They're like 3 branches coming off of them. One we did image had a clear polyp stalks, so we thought it could be maybe declade or something, but just... Oh, okay, just briefly, he has to go to lecture, so the guy actually has to work.
Oh.
It's Monday morning.
Oh.
If you could check the YouTube, Scott, maybe, and look back and see a couple of these bamboo ones that we zoomed in on, maybe you could advise us a little bit as to whether or not it would be worth getting a branch of one of these. I don't know if you have time for that, but...
A viewer is wondering why some deep sea animals have pigmentation when there's no light to see.
Yeah, because the
It's-
color's not functioning as sort of a visual signal or an, as we call it in the field, an optical signal. It's functioning for some other purpose. It's some compound in the body that actually
is this
reflects our
screen?
artificial light differently. We're
Anemone.
gonna look at
Zoom in,
another
please.
anemone, I think.
Anemone. Anemone.
Yep, slightly different one than we got before, but somewhat similar.
Can
What?
we zoom in on that feeding trail, that black, there's a white point at the end.
Yeah,
Could
Roger.
that be the
Thanks. You can tip the camera.
organism that makes that?
Keep me in view,
Could
please.
be. I see what you're talking about. Is
Yeah. Somewhere towards the end of the
What's that?
trail, there's like a white
Nailed it.
thing.
yeah, I'm not sure. It seemed.
That's what a viewer is also.
Oh, we'll see if we can find
Suggesting.
another one. The current is really strong here, so we only have very brief moments to check things out.
Hey, what about another rock, maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
It's time for
Don't
rock.
let, don't let me dictate scientific sampling. I'm just
How about
telling you
underneath that big one and there's a sponge on there? Caliphacus? Caliphacus.
Where?
Right center on the top of that rock.
On the top of the rock. It's going to be a tunicate, I think.
Tunicate?
Yeah.
Really? It's kind of big for a tunicate, but I might be wrong. Oh, I think you're right. Very clear.
Can you circle it, please?
The tunicate?
I don't know the rock we're going for.
Oh, the rock.
I don't know what rock you go
Oh, sorry,
for.
I
Yeah,
must
you brought up the rock.
I heard there's a rock with a sponge on it, and then
That wasn't me.
okay,
That was me.
I understand what's
Guilty.
happening now. Okay, here we go. Let's look at this little tunicate, please.
Another one of these.
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh,
You're saying it has a digestive system in the stalk?
In the bottom of the animal. Look at the thing. There's something inside that it's actually might be digesting, like it caught a sponge or something. Oh no, that's part of its digestive system.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's got digestive
Cool.
system, a heart. It's got reproductive organs.
and just like
Gonads.
us, it's got a stalk.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But what?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Chris.
I'm sorry. you
Echo,
were
are you
just so
okay?
into that. I could not. I couldn't
Well,
contain myself. I
I've grown up.
apologize.
I've grown out of my stalked phase, Chris.
However, this brings up another interesting point. We haven't seen this so far, but you know the feather stars, like the ones we've been seeing that don't have the unstalked crinoids, a number of them at least can start off life with a stalk and they lose the stalk.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah. It's
Wow.
early.
It's not even the last hour of watch yet, guys. Come on.
alright.
The last hour is going to be good. You kidding me? This is the first hour that's rough.
But you know, we are waking up. These jokes are serving a
They are.
purpose.
They're getting
they're
better.
Well, our audience is certainly having great laughs.
Oh, good.
I almost called out another sediment patch.
At
so
us
thank
or with
goodness
us?
I didn't.
You can call it sediment patches forever. That's
No.
fine. Oh, what is this cool rock behind me? Look at this thing.
Look behind you.
Oh.
Look at this.
Oh, I got something
It
on
looks like
Whoa,
an animal
that's
with a tail.
What is that long?
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's a long stalk crinoid.
It can't be that long. Could we take a look
It
at
is
this?
pretty
We're
long.
taking a look.
That
It's
is
bad.
Probably
immense.
over a meter long.
That's huge.
That is a really big stalk. Okay, I think I know what these things are.
Oh, and look at the color. It's a yellow stalk.
Yeah,
Zoom as you see fit.
Oh. Is that a sea lily?
Um,
It has
That's crinoid,
a
right?
lot of branches, a lot of arms.
okay, that's important. See all those little bumps right below the arms coming out, and the
Yeah.
arms are divided.
If you're going to want to sample, this is going to be a very difficult one, and you got to decide right now.
No, I don't think we do on a
We'll
sample.
image it.
Thank you. I think we've grabbed this thing before.
It's very pretty.
Very pretty.
Yeah, I think this is a type of proisocrinus. Could have. We might have. As so it's late, too late, I guess. I think we've got this already, so we'll let it go.
Okay. There was another cool thing above it, I think. Oh, brittle star and tunicate.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's amazing
nice
that there
rock.
are.
We must have collected this thing before. Yeah, it's so that's what it is. Finally.
Oh,
What's going on with the lights back there?
light up my life back there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Cool, I can go under this rock. Anyway. Oop, bonk.
Wow, the Illuminati have arrived.
Yeah.
Holy
It's like,
cow.
wow, that was like Daylight.
Nighttime? Daytime.
Yeah.
So Chris, we have reached our endpoint. Are we just going to continue along up the ridge?
Yes, please. Wow.
Right.
Okay, we got here fast, but it was pretty short. I think.
Yeah.
they were just nailing it on high pack.
Yeah, you get it.
I'm gonna integrate that in my vocabulary. Just randomly say it. Be like,
Totally, yeah.
out to dinner with somebody. And,
How's it going? Oh, I'm nailing it on high pack right now. What? Who are you?
I mean, it really has great implications, you know. It means your trajectory in life is on target. Could mean so many different
But it's
things.
on target with your plan, but not with reality.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you got to be careful how you use those.
That's
I know.
but that's usually the way things work for me, at least.
It's kind of a little delusional, actually.
I mean, I got
Like,
my own little
we're kind of on
solipsistic
target,
universe.
What's up with the lights?
Yeah, what's the story back there?
Yeah,
Can't
can
see.
you get that light off a little bit?
Bridge nav, can I have 20 meter 090?
Another tunicate. Why are there so many tunicates down here? What is up with the tunicate village?
It's just, I think this is a suitable depth for that type of tunicate and suitable habitat.
Why?
I don't know. The light's off. Phew.
Yeah,
That's
was
better.
strange.
Yeah. It was making our skin look very pale.
It was. We were talking about the fluorescent lights went on in our little micro habitat here, and the control van was very disturbing.
We were starting to fluoresce.
Uh-huh.
Where's a rock? Where's a rock?
All right. Well, I think it's time for one of my favorite sea jokes. So, Chris, why had the two algae not made love?
I don't know. I really don't. I'm totally stumped.
They had a planktonic relationship.
Oh, God. Don't encourage. Nobody laugh, please. That's your favorite.
I will give you that I have not heard that before. That's.
I had not heard that either. Did we want to hear that?
Oh, come now. You know you did.
Okay, well, yeah, I did, I guess.
Why am I way up north? That's not where I want to be. I want to be where the rocks are.
Me and algae are completely
Yeah.
missing from this environment.
Thank you for reminding us to get another rock, because I keep forgetting it might only be an hour or an hour and a half that they have on the seafloor the next watch because of our depth. So
Rock.
it would be good to get another rock.
Get a big one.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
What about, oh no, that's not, that's way too big.
Scott says he's going to run downstairs and tell that joke to his phytoplankton colleagues. So he found it pretty funny.
See? Not alone. I'm nailing it on a high pack.
Oh no.
See what you've done?
Well, these rocks are all one rock.
yeah. Let's keep going if we can. We'll just keep it in mind because we've still got about 40 minutes or so in our watch. And
Yeah, roger
no,
that.
we have more than
No,
that,
we
I
got an
think.
hour and 40.
Yeah, so
hour.
we'll see one, but thanks. It is
Nice
a good
try.
time to grab another rock for sure.
Gonna grab bubble, Trevor.
Yep, and you can tilt down on Argus view first.
Roger.
So we've come about 100 meters in our watch.
Came more than that. Oh, you mean in depth?
Yeah.
I see.
We
Yeah,
changed
we're
about-
still deeper than 3,000 meters, so
We're down there.
yeah, we're down there.
10,000 feet for you decimally challenged people. Almost 2 miles.
Let's see.
I said almost.